Yo, what's up guys, welcome to my humble YouTube channel where I bring you fanfiction that will brighten your days. Before we start, a subscribe is greatly appreciated, and don't forget to leave a like and ring the bell icon so you won't miss exciting new fanfiction stories. Two Gods Summoned to a Fantasy World by BenGrem1234. Chapter 11. Arrival to the Vampire Kingdom. 1 week has passed since Chloe deflected the Vampire Queen magic slash. Rimuru and Chloe, along with Kanade, Yoshino and Sophia, were on their way to the Vampire's Kingdom. The vampires have many kingdoms which are being governed by the elder vampires, but the kingdom that Rimuru and his party were heading to was the main kingdom of the vampires, where the Vampire Queen resides in. The name of the kingdom is Lunora, and it is the only kingdom closest to the demon kingdom of Dawa, where the Demon King resides. Finally, Rimuru and party managed to reach the Vampire's Queen's kingdom. "We are here, everyone. The great kingdom of Lunora, where the Vampire Queen rules," Rimuru said to everyone with him. "Wow," Sophia and Yoshino said at the same time. "It is quite a beautiful kingdom. Too bad it is ruled by vampires," Kanade said with a frown. "So this is where that queen is staying. Should be a fun experience," Chloe said to herself. Rimuru turned to everyone. "I'm sensing a lot of powerful foes inside the kingdom. It seems they were anticipating our arrival." "What do we do, master?" Kanade asked. "Kanade, you should be strong enough to protect yourself from any vampires in that kingdom except for the queen, but you shouldn't worry about her since Chloe will be fighting her," Rimuru explained to her. "I understand, Master Rimuru," Kanade said. "What about his papa?" Yoshino asked. "Yeah, we want to fight too," Sophia said with a pout. Rimuru gushed at his two new adopted daughters. "You two are so adorable when you pout, but you shouldn't try to take on something you are not ready for. You two will be sticking close to me at all times when we enter the kingdom, okay?" Yoshino smiled and blushed before she got a surprised look and turned away in hurry. "It's not like I wanted to be by your side or anything like that. Her tsundere personality is getting stronger every day, but it makes her so cute," Rimuru thought to himself. Sophia looked down before she turned to Chloe. "What about mommy?" Chloe smiled and picked up Sophia in her arm. "Mommy will be busy, sweetheart, so stay with daddy, okay?" "Okay, mommy," Sophia said with a smile. Chloe put her down and she ran to Rimuru's side. Rimuru stepped forward with Yoshino at his left side holding his left hand and Sophia at his right side holding his right hand. "Let's go, everyone." "Yeah," they all shouted. They began to approach the main entrance of the kingdom of Lunora. Once they all stepped into the kingdom, Rimuru raised his hand and stopped his party. Not long after they stopped, a huge army of lesser vampires began to rush at them in a clear, hostile way. The army rushing at them were more than 5,000. Sophia and Yoshino became scared from seeing the sheer amount of the army that was coming to kill them. They both clung to Rimuru while shaking in fear. Rimuru looked at the two of his daughters and smiled. He placed his hand on their head, which made them to look up at his face. "Don't be afraid, children. Trust on your papa and mama, okay?" Sophia and Yoshino both nodded their heads, but still clung to him. Rimuru smiled and faced the approaching army. Chloe turned to Rimuru. "What do you want to do, Rimuru?" Rimuru didn't answer her and just faced the army. He took both Yoshino and Sophia and gently pushed them behind himself in order not to hurt them from what he was about to do. Once Yoshino and Sophia were safely behind him, Rimuru brought out his sword that was on his waist and pointed it at the approaching army. His sword started to glow, and before long, a massive bright flash of light shot out from the tip of his sword and headed at the approaching army. The light was very huge and fast that the army didn't have time to react before they got engulfed by the light. Once the light made contact with the approaching army, a massive explosion followed. The explosion was so big that it destroyed half of the beautiful kingdom of Lunora. The heat from the explosion was massive as well, but Rimuru created a barrier that protected the kids and Kanade from it. After the explosion died down, the dust cleared to reveal not a single trace of the previous army left. Only the destruction caused by Rimuru's attack remained. Kanade had her jaw on the ground after witnessing the sheer amount of power that Rimuru wields. Her body kept shaking after witnessing such pure destructive power that was greater than anything she has ever seen in her life. "So this is the power of a god. I thought I have gotten stronger, but this kind of power is on another level. I feel so small compared to God Rimuru and Goddess Chloe." I promise to do my best to get them to acknowledge my power, Kanade thought to herself in determination. Rimuru put back his sword in his schild and turned to look at his two daughters. Well, what do you think of Papa's power? It was so cool. Like Wa and Shus. Sophia shouted, trying to imitate Rimuru's power. It's not like I think your power was amazing or anything like that, Yoshino said while facing away and blushing. Rimuru smiled at them and turned to Chloe. You know where the queen is. Go on ahead and face her. You can leave all the remaining vampires to me and Kanade. Chloe nodded. I guess I should then. I know the kids are safe with you around, so no need for me to hold back. Excuse me, Goddess Chloe, but we have company, Kanade said. Chloe turned and saw a single girl with white hair who was wearing a kind of military outfit approaching them. The girl arrived in front of them and shouted, Greetings, intruder. My name is Akano and I am an elder in service to our Queen Lilith. I have come to make sure none of you pass. Yoshino and Sophia immediately ran and hid behind Rimuru while Kanade got on guard. Chloe calmly turned to the girl called Akano. You are quite cocky considering we wiped out your armies just now. Do you honestly believe you can stop us by yourself? Chloe asked her. Akano took out her sword and pointed it at Chloe. You may be a god and you may be powerful, but I'm confident that my powers can reach you. Oh, it's that so? Show me this power, you are so proud of them, Chloe challenged. With pleasure, Akano said as she released all her stored up mana in one go. The air got heavy and the sky changed to a darker color. Her powers were massive and the land began to shake as if an earthquake was occurring. Rimuru looked very impressed with the girl's power. She is definitely stronger than an awakened demon. If it was my previous self when I was still a demon lord that was about to face her, then I would be worried. Akano stopped releasing her powers and turned to Chloe. I might as well warn you to surrender right now. Why should I do that? Your powers may be impressive, but that is all it has going for it, Chloe told her. Akano became angry from seeing how calm Chloe is. Let's see how you do after witnessing this. After she said that, the sky got more darker as if it was nightfall. Chloe and the rest looked up and saw the cause. In the sky till the eye could see was covered by falling rocks the size of a meteor. Holy crap! Kanade shouted in shock after seeing the falling giant rocks. Sophia was visibly shacking while Yoshino was peeing her pants in fear. Akano began to laugh. Ha 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 ha. This is my power. I can create anything I want from my imagination as long as it is not a living being or anything that is alive. I can turn my fantasy into reality with this power. Try and survive this, goddess. Chloe calmly looked at Akano. To tell you the truth, that power of yours is amazing. Many would love to have powers like yours, however, Akano asked in confusion, it is still inferior to me. You'd have to do better if you want to stop me, Chloe told her plainly. Akino's face was filled with anger. You still say that after witnessing my powers. Let's see you survive this power along with this. The falling rock quickly began to change into burning rock magma. Akano used her powers to turn the falling rocks into magma and increased the speed of their descent. That is still not enough, Akano. You have one glaring weakness when facing me, Chloe told her. And what would my weaknesses be? Try whatever things you want, but I will just see it and... Akano couldn't finish what she was saying because the Chloe she was talking to was now standing behind her with her sword in hand covered in blood. Akano couldn't understand what happened because she felt her head has been severed from her body in an instant. Blood flow out from her neck as she fell to the ground with her head rolling past her body. Chloe turned to the headless body of Akano. Your weaknesses was facing me in battle. After all, everything still operates under time and I am the god of time. Now then, time to deal with this mess she created. Chloe looked up and immediately, the burning falling rocks vanished from the air without a trace. Kanade walked up to Chloe. My goddess, could you tell me how you stopped those rocks? Chloe smiled at her. That was easy. I am the goddess of time. I can reverse or erase the time of anything I want with nothing but a thought. I see then. You erased the time of the rocks before they were made, Kanade said. Exactly. You are getting good at analyzing things, Kanade. I'm proud, Chloe told her. Kanade blushed after hearing that. It's nothing really. I'm still nothing compared to you. Chloe smiled and turned to Rimuru. I will be going on ahead, Rimuru. I will leave the remaining 4 people surrounding us to you. Come on, Kanade. Chloe touched Kanade's shoulder and disappeared with her. Rimuru saw them disappear before he faced the destroyed buildings. You 4 can come out now. I already know that you are there. Immediately, 4 people appeared in front of Rimuru. One of them was a boy with black hair and black clothing while the others were females. I'm Rimuru Tempest and this 2 behind me are my daughters Yoshino and Sophia. Who might you guys be? Rimuru asked them. My name is Yami and I'm an elder vampire in services to our queen. The boy introduced himself. My name is Shi and I'm also an elder. I hope you are strong enough to face me. She, one of the females, introduced herself. I'm Kushina, an elder. Sorry, but I would have to kill you for foolishly challenging our queen. Kushina, the other female, introduced herself. Hinata, the last female who appears to be a demi-human, said. My condolences, but we would have to kill you and those 2 daughters of yours. Yami told Rimuru. Rimuru laughed out loud. You guys think you can beat me? I'm interested and curious, so I will play with you all. Come at me when you are ready. And the fight between Rimuru and the 4 elders were about to begin. Will it be a one-sided beatdown or will they prove entertaining for Rimuru? Who knows, but we will know soon enough.